10 years ago, there was Failure to Launch, The Hills Have Eyes, and The Shaggy Dog. And 20 years ago, The Birdcage, Fargo, Hellraiser, Bloodline.
Man, 20 years ago looked pretty sweet.
Yeah.
20 years ago was sweet. You had, The Birdcage and Fargo. I mean, yeah, man, sign me up for that. I Hellraiser was never my thing, but I'll let Schnepp and Amy Rose talk on those for sure. But yeah, I think 20 years is absolutely what stands out to me, because 10 years ago, I mean, this is way before the McConaughey. This was the McConaughey garbage. And then The Hills Have Eyes was, I remember that kind of being a kind of a creepy remake. And the Shaggy Dog. Man. So, yeah, the ones that stand out for me are obviously The Birdcage and Fargo. Amy Rose, same thing, huh?
Yeah, and also Hellraiser, obviously, for what it did for horror. And I actually liked The Hills Have Eyes. I thought it was a really creepy remake and concept. But yeah, I mean, Failure to Launch, this is everything I hate about rom-coms right there, tied up with Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew McConaughey. But Birdcage, I rewatched that recently. It holds up. Maybe it's even better than when I watched, because I'm getting these jokes that maybe I didn't get 20 years ago.
Sure.
And Robin Williams at his finest. So yeah, good 20.
Dennis,
Fargo, though.
Fargo, that's the one. Dennis, what stands out?
Yeah, it's funny because I actually haven't seen any of the movies on the 10 years list.
That's
but
okay.
but I've seen Birdcage and Fargo. Birdcage was fun. I saw that in the theaters. Fargo, yeah, that's Roger Deakins shot that. It's a beautifully shot. It's the first movie that I really saw Frances McDormand and William H. Macy in. And they kind of broke out from that movie.
Right. Schnepp?
Pancakes. I want to go to Pancake's house. Pancake's house. Fargo is just such an incredible film. I just watched it again like 2 weeks ago. It still holds up. It's an amazing Coen Brothers film. It's just an amazing film in general. And then the Fargo television series, if you haven't checked it out, you got to see both seasons of that. Myself, this Friday, 20 years ago, where was I? I was in a theater seeing Hellraiser Bloodline. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a gore fiend. I'm a horror fiend. So seeing Hellraiser Bloodlines, not as good as Hellraiser 2.
Right.
Or even Hellraiser 1. Let's forget about the CD head disc throwing Freak Fest Hellraiser 3. And let's just move right into Hellraiser Bloodlines. Pretty horrible film, but somewhat saved by its insanity. It's literally
so fun.
It goes back into time to the dude a clockmaker who made the actual Hellraiser box, and then into the future on a spaceship that is a Hellraiser box. It's nutty, it's crazy. Check it out. I'm not saying it's a good movie, but you will enjoy it anyway. And then what was The Hills Have Eyes? Of course, a weird remake, very terrifying. Never saw Shaggy Dog, don't care to. Failure to see that film. I take a full exception to it. And what was the other one? Yeah, that's it.
Well, that reminds me, though, when you say Shaggy Dog and no desire to see it, these are the type of things, not that anyone's going to suggest Shaggy Dog for commentaries, but that would be amazing. So if you didn't know, we're doing commentaries. We did them for the prequels of Star Wars. We did them for New Hope. We actually just shot Empire Strikes Back. That will be on the channel later today, around the 4 p.m. PST. So check that out. But we're doing more of them, and we need your suggestions. Do it now in the live chat. Do it if you're watching a replay. Tweet us at Collider Video. What movies do you want us to do commentaries on? We have our bets as far as what we think you guys are going to say. We mentioned The Room earlier. Pretty sure that one's coming. But which other ones? Go ahead and comment right now. Let us know.